Hey everybody, this is Jack with Iconic Adventures. Join me on this full ship tour of the Norwegian Breakaway as we take a look at all the public spaces from the top of the ship all the way down to the bottom of the ship. But first, let me invite you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can keep making videos like these. Thank you in advance. At the very top of the ship on deck 18, there's a nice sun deck. This sun deck directly overlooks the pool area and also provides some nice views of much of the rest of the ship. And as you can see, it doesn't get completely crowded. This is peak time on a sea day and there's plenty of open seats. Also at the top of the ship on deck 18 is the ropes course. The ropes course is complimentary, but you do need to ask about the hours that it's available because it is highly dependent upon the weather. And if you're really brave, you can walk the plank off the side of the ship. Underneath the ropes course on deck 17, you've got the sports court. You've got a full-length basketball court as well as some soccer balls and some soccer nets if you want to do soccer. And coming down the stairs from the sun deck on deck 18, there's another sun deck on deck 17 that starts at the front of the ship and wraps around one side of the ship all the way to midship. This sun deck is removed from the main pool area, so it provides a little bit more peace and quiet if that's what you're looking for. And this sun deck also has its own bar, which rarely gets very busy. It can get pretty breezy up here, but if you don't mind that, it's a really relaxing place to hang out and get some sun. Right next to the sun deck on deck 17 is the private Vibe Beach Club. It's adults only and will cost about $200 to $300 for a 7-day cruise. It does come with its own hot tubs, more comfortable seating, and its own private bar. On deck 16, Spice H2O is complimentary but is restricted to ages 16 and over during the day. It's at the very rear of the ship. It's got a very large sun deck area, 2 hot tubs, and this water grotto. And it also has its own bar. And at night, Spice H2O plays host to Norwegian's theme parties. Entourage is Norwegian's teen club, available for ages 13 to 17. After the teen gets registered by their parents, they're available to come and go as they please. Also on deck 16 is the video arcade. Please note that these games are not complimentary, they are an additional charge. The American Diner is a 50s style diner that offers a selection of comfort foods, and it is complimentary. And as you can see, it's a popular alternative to the buffet. You get table service from the staff, and that includes access to the full bar that's located inside the diner. The menu offers a pretty nice selection. We enjoyed the salad, the sliders, and the fries. The meatloaf, not so much. I wouldn't recommend it. There's a small jogging track that goes around the aqua park on deck 16. If you plan on going for a jog each day, I highly recommend that you do it early in the morning around dawn because this part of the ship gets busy as the morning progresses. And at that point, the area really functionally becomes a sun deck and no longer really works as a jogging or walking path. The aqua park consists of 5 multi-story water slides. There are 2 where the floor literally drops out from underneath you. And then there are 2 more that are side by side that are much more gentle. And then the 5th slide is a little bit shorter and it's also not fully enclosed, it's open. Here's a nice shot of all 5 water slides in one picture. Deck 16 also includes some sun deck areas that overlook the main pool deck that's on deck 15. These areas overlooking the main stage and the main pool are a good area to get some sun and then watch the entertainment that's going on below. That main stage will typically have live music during the day, and then you can also head down to Wave's Pool Bar to get a drink. Also on deck 16 is a small play area for kids 2 and under to get out of the sun and get a little bit of air conditioning and a little bit of playtime. Please note that this area is not supervised, but it is open all day. The Haven is a private area only for those guests staying in a Haven suite. The Haven area includes its own lounge and private bar. This is also where the Haven guests have access to their concierge. The Haven restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each day. And lobster is included on the menu every day in the evening. The Haven courtyard includes 2 hot tubs, a small pool, a seating area in the water, as well as some nice loungers that go around the top level. You can even choose to sit here instead of sitting in the restaurant for your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The courtyard area even includes its own sauna. And then finally, the Haven area has its own private sun deck. But again, the Haven area is only available to those guests that are staying in a Haven suite. The Garden Cafe is at the rear of the ship on deck 15. The Garden Cafe is Norwegian's buffet, and it is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The soft serve ice cream station is always a big hit, and they also have scoop ice cream as well. Located just off the main pool deck area, you can come in here and get your tray and go through the lines and fill up and then sit down and have a relaxing meal. Or you can walk in and grab a slice of pizza and head straight back out to the pool deck. It really is your choice. The complimentary beverages include lemonade, iced tea, a limited selection of juices, chocolate and regular milk, tap water, and standard coffee and tea. These beverage stations are located throughout the Garden Cafe, including one that's outside near the pool deck. And there also is some outdoor seating. And there's also one bar located just outside the main entrance to the Garden Cafe. Underneath the water slides is a kids' splash area. There's a pool right next to it, as well as the exit to the kid-friendly water slide. The towel checkout station is located in the same area just across from the kids' aqua park. Heading over to the main pool deck, we'll find the main pool bar called Waves, which is actually 2 bars that split on each side of the ship. The main pool deck has a large stage for live music, 4 hot tubs, and a large pool that has a deep area and a shallow area. And on each side of the ship near the main pool deck, you'll get a shaded area with loungers if you want to get out of the sun. And at the front of the ship on deck 15, you'll find the Mandara Spa and Salon and the Pulse Fitness Center. At the Pulse Fitness Center, you'll find your favorite workout equipment, including weight machines, treadmills, ellipticals, free weights, and you'll also have access to yoga, Pilates, and spinning classes. The Mandara Spa and Salon is a full-service beauty salon and spa offering a wide range of spa treatments, and you'll also find a barbershop in here. Splash Academy is the youth program for ages 3 through 12. If you have kids this age, you'll want to check it out on the first day of the cruise when they have their open house and have opportunities to get your kids registered for the rest of the cruise. At the rear of the ship on deck 8, you'll find two of Norwegian's popular specialty dining restaurants. Cagney's is a traditional steakhouse featuring premium steaks like ribeye, filet mignon, and New York strip. They also have prime rib, lamb chops, and a couple of seafood choices. And then on the other side of the ship, you'll find Moderno. Moderno is Norwegian's Brazilian steakhouse. They have a really nice salad bar, but then the highlight of Moderno is the never-ending supply of perfectly grilled meats that the waiters bring to your table. And then in between Cagney's and Moderno's, you'll find the Prime Meridian Bar. This is a good spot to get a beverage as you're waiting to go into one of the specialty restaurants, or just sit at the bar and relax and have a good time. Deck 8 is where you'll find the photo gallery as well as the other shopping areas on the ship. At the photo gallery, you'll find photography-related equipment and accessories, as well as an opportunity to look at the professional photographs that have been taken of you on the ship. Ocean Blue is Norwegian's seafood specialty restaurant. In addition to seafood, though, there are a few choices from the land if seafood isn't your thing. Wasabi is Norwegian's sushi bar. They have some traditional Japanese drinks, including sake, as well as a large variety of sushi rolls and other Japanese specialties. And right next to Ocean Blue and Wasabi, you'll find the Raw Bar. The menu includes oysters, shellfish, and crudos, or if you just want to sit down and have a drink, you can do that too. Shaker's Cocktail Bar specializes in martinis as well as other signature cocktails, and is one of the places to go for live music every evening. The Sky Ice Bar has a cover charge of about $20 per person, but it is well worth it because it is so much fun. They provide some warm coats, which you are definitely going to need, because everything on the inside is made out of ice.
know guys if you want more vodka guys. Huh? Easy Tiger, come on.
Midship on deck 8, you'll find the giant chandelier. This chandelier lights up at night and looks really amazing. Walking down the hall away from the giant chandelier, you'll see some nice leather chairs and a seating area, and then you'll come to the Maltings Beer and Whiskey Bar. If you're looking to try some whiskey or a whiskey-based cocktail, this is the place to go. But fear not, they've got plenty of other cocktails if you're not interested in whiskey. With the comfortable chairs and group seating arrangements, this is a good place to sit down with some friends and enjoy the evening. Right next door to Maltings, you'll find the Humidor Cigar Lounge. This is definitely the place to go to relax with your favorite cigar. La Cucina is Norwegian's specialty dining Italian restaurant. This is the place to go for your traditional Italian dishes, including really good pizza and a variety of pasta dishes. We used one of our free at sea specialty dining options to eat outside at La Cucina. The food and service were really good, and it was really nice to eat outside on a nice evening. Sid Norman's Poorhouse is the place to go for live rock and roll, but please understand this venue is pretty small and these shows are really popular, so it is difficult to get in. The Waterfront wraps around most of the ship on deck 8. This is where you'll find Dolce Gelato and the Bake Shop. Most of the bars and restaurants that we just saw inside on deck 8 also have part of their venue outdoor on the waterfront. In my opinion, this is one of the nicest features on the Norwegian Breakaway. The bars on the waterfront are rarely crowded, the views of the ocean are really nice, you've got shade if you want to get out of the sun, and there's lots of comfortable seating options just to sit down and relax. So you can get yourself a cold beverage, find a comfortable seat, kick your feet up, and watch the waves just drift on by. And don't forget to try the drink of the day from your friendly bartender. The Manhattan Room is the largest of the 3 main dining rooms. In addition to being the largest of the 3 main dining rooms, what sets the Manhattan Room apart from the other 2 is the large 2-story dance floor and live music each evening. If you're interested in catching the live music, make sure you ask to find out what their schedule is. Another one of the complimentary dining options on the Norwegian Breakaway is Shanghai's Noodle Bar. This Asian restaurant features freshly prepared noodles, delicious wok-fried dishes, authentic soups, and more. Bar 21 is the bar that's located inside the casino. This is the place to hang out if your friends are doing a little gambling, and it stays quite busy long into the night. Located adjacent to the casino is the Bliss Ultra Lounge. This is the nightclub scene on the Norwegian Breakaway with loud music, dancing, and more. The Norwegian Breakaway has a nice-sized casino on board. It has all the traditional games with slots and gaming tables and all the rest. One of the other highlights for me on any Norwegian ship is Ocean's Bar and Grill. This traditional Irish pub is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 24 hours a day, and all of it's complimentary. In addition to that, you have access to full bar service while you're seated at your table, or you could just go up to the bar and have a seat. In addition to that, there's a variety of traditional pub games located around the outside of the pub. Of course, these do come at an additional cost. The entrance to the Breakaway Theater is on Deck 7. The shows on the Breakaway are typically pretty popular, so if you plan to attend, you'll likely want to get there a little bit early. We went to one of the comedy shows and it was a full house. The Spiegel tent is a unique venue on the Norwegian Breakaway. The singers and dancers from the main cast come here and perform live in a more intimate setting. On our cruise, they did a variety of popular Broadway tunes. One of the main hubs of activity on any Norwegian ship is the atrium. The large open area is used for game shows, movies, and other presentations. And in this same area, you'll find the guest services desk as well as the shore excursion desk. Because of all the activity that goes on in the atrium bar is often one of the busiest bars on the ship, but it still is a really good one. The Norwegian Breakaway offers Starlink internet, and we found it to be really good. Also in the atrium area, you'll find a real Starbucks. Just off the atrium, you'll find a couple of meeting rooms, a card room, and a library. The library and card room is a good place to go if you're wanting to play a game with one of your friends. You can bring your own, or they do have a few that are provided inside. You'll definitely find chess, checkers, and a daily Sudoku puzzle. And if you're celebrating a special event on board, you may want to consider scheduling a private photo session. If you're interested in art, or just enjoy looking at interesting paintings, they've got an art gallery in one of the hallways that you'll walk through multiple times. Headliner's Comedy Club is the place to go for stand-up comedy, as well as Howl at the Moon. Howl at the Moon is Norwegian's version of dueling pianos, and it's really good time. Howl at the Moon has 3 performers that rotate, so they never take a break, and the show is about 3 hours each evening. But if you stop by, you'll definitely want to stay for a while.
Wrap your arms and sway back and forth. If you don't have a partner, come sit with this woman up front. She also has a partner right now. As you're swaying, sing this as only drunken fools can. Here we go. Sing us a song, the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in for
Bistro is Norwegian specialty dining French restaurant. If you're looking to have a special date night on your cruise, this is definitely the restaurant that I would recommend. Teppanyaki is the specialty dining hibachi style restaurant. This would be my recommendation for a family group that's looking for dinner and a little bit of fun at the same time. The mix bar is the bar that's located in between the other two main dining rooms. This area gets quite busy during the peak dining hours each evening. You might even find a piano player playing the grand piano at dinner time. On one side we have Savor, and again this is one of the complimentary main dining rooms. Norwegian is known for its freestyle dining option where you don't have to have a reservation for any of the main dining rooms. And on the other side you'll find Taste. And you'll notice that it looks very similar to the other main dining room. And all three main dining rooms will have the exact same menu each night. Thank you for watching this full ship tour of the beautiful Norwegian Breakaway. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful in any way, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. This is Jack with Iconic Adventures, and until next time, enjoy the adventure.